Hi guys, Mauro here. One of the most common problems that I find when I'm teaching tennis is every person has its own personality. Every person have your different way from everyone else, and so you deal with things different way than other people. When it comes down to improving your game, when it comes down to getting better at tennis, when it comes down to getting better at school, when it comes down to getting better at work or any situation, relationships or something like that in life, some people deal with it, manage it, they just kind of go along with it, cope with it. Some people work, put the hard work to progress, to achieve, to get better, to grow, to thrive. So that's one difference that I notice every time I'm working. When you're starting to get better at something, when you're starting from the very bottom, let's say, whether it's in a sport or in anything else, you're just kind of learning the basics. But once you learn the basics and you know that, okay, from this point on you're gonna start getting you want to start putting extra work in order to become a better performer at whatever it is. You don't want to be the beginner guy anymore at that. And it comes down, it applies at anything, guys, whether it's a sports or life. You don't want to be the beginner guy anymore. You're not happy learning how to do the basics. You know how to do the basics and you want to improve. You want to do better. So that's when you start doing the extra work to go from, let's say, the beginner to the intermediate and the advanced. So what happens is, a lot of people are happy while they're beginners because you don't really have a lot of your expectations are pretty low. I'm just learning, okay, I'm having fun here. But once you learn and you get to a certain point where, okay, I can do better than this. I don't want to be the guy that is just, okay, I just learn enough and I can do it and I'm fine with it. And you want to improve. Okay, this is when the pressure starts, because you have to put extra work. And that's when you have to put extra work to become better than an average person at anything. That's when your ego gets on the way and it starts playing a big role in it. Why? Because putting more effort on it, putting the extra work, the extra time, trying harder, you don't want to, when you want to get better, you're getting out of the area of the people that want to say, okay, I'm just coping with it, I'm just getting along, I can manage it. You don't want to do that anymore. You don't want to just manage it. You want to progress. You want to become better at it. You want to thrive. So you're not managing anymore. You're not just coping. You want to increase, your skills. You want to become better at it. You want to thrive. That's the difference between just coping and progressing. So that's when your ego starts getting in the way. Why? Because when you put a bigger effort on something, if things don't turn out the way you want them, your ego is going to start making you feel like you're not good enough at it. That's when you start getting all that mental destructive communication or language with yourself. You start thinking, you know what, I'm probably not good enough to get better. I probably don't belong up there. I probably don't deserve it. I'm probably not entitled. I'm probably stupid. I'm not coordinated. I lack the determination. I never had the willpower. I never had the drive. All those things that we start getting in the head. That's the difference between just getting along and thriving, progressing. Okay, when you get serious on anything and you say, you know what, I don't want to just be good enough to do this. I want to get better, which is to me by nature is what we all should feel about anything. Okay, you never should never be satisfied and try always to do more, but at the same time, that's when you say, okay, you know what, but I'm getting in the territory where I'm gonna try and I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna practice something, and when I go out there and I apply my knowledge, sometimes the knowledge is not gonna be enough. Whatever it is, it can be in sports, can be in school, anything, any field in life, guys. So that's one thing that's one thing that you have to learn, that there is no way around to get better. There is no way around to reach, to become, to get out of the beginner or the intermediate and even the advanced and go to really the top of the top, the best of the best, at whatever it is. You have to, if you're, it's very common that when I start teaching the kids and they become better, or even adults, all ages, they're not beginners anymore. Some of them are not beginners, and the beginners wanna jump to the intermediate or go higher. And when they find out that they put the effort, they start working hard, but they keep missing, they get mad and they can't control it. They can't control it's for most, it's amazing, but for most people, I would say for the 90% of the people that I had to train, at least initially, it's a shock to go out there, spend the time, put the effort, practice at something, and when you go and apply it, when you go and compete, or when you go and take a test, or whatever it is that you put the time, and it's a moment when you gotta show it, and it turns out that it didn't come out the way you wanted. They're like, oh my God, I don't know what happened. I just, I play horrible. Or if you were supposed to do a presentation, the presentation went wrong. If you were supposed to talk to someone, and that when you had that person in front of you, well, you just freaked out and couldn't open your mouth. And it's part of it, guys. It is part of it. Don't get discouraged. Don't get disappointed on yourselves if that happens, and that is probably going to happen over and over, probably tens, probably more than 100 times. When the things are well worth, you're gonna have to hit the wall several times, and you don't know how many. But when you set up your mind to follow something, to pursue something, you have to understand, you have to take, this is a law, this is an established law, this is how it happens, this is just the universe or God or whatever you want to call it. Your things are not going to happen just like that. You are going to hit the wall several times, and there are going to be times when you're going to do it once, twice, 3, 4 times over and over, and things don't turn out your way, even though you try over and over. And that's the way it is, and that's the way it is for everyone. It's just something that we have to assume, that part of the game of improving at anything, you are going to face situations, you're going to face consequences, you're going to hurt like hell. But the fact that you're failing, the fact that you were not able to do it, you shouldn't let it label you, and you shouldn't let it predict your future and say, you're not gonna make it, I'm not gonna make it, I'm not good, I'm just not good enough, I'm not entitled to it, I don't deserve it, whatever it is. It's just part of the process of becoming good at something. That is a part of the process where you're becoming stronger. That is actually the part of the process where you have to be grateful that it's happening, because that is the real test to see if you have made that transformation from becoming a beginner to whatever is the next level, or the level that you want to go. That if you cannot deal with the fact that you're gonna fail, that many times you're gonna miss, that many times things are not gonna go your way, there are gonna be times where things are gonna happen that are gonna make you feel it just so as smaller than a bean. You're just gonna say, you know what, the way things happen, it just seemed like the universe put everything in place for me to feel the worst that I ever felt. And you know what, that's gonna happen. That's the way it is. There is nothing we can do to fight that. The only thing we can do is just, you get up, you dust yourself off, and you say, okay, let's keep on going. It's as simple as that. I know that everybody, we all wish there was a formula that says, you know what you do when that happens, when you get knocked down, you do this. And that's a magic thing that everybody was waiting in the history of humanity. This is the thing. And it's magic. It works like, it guarantees that you're going to do well next time. It just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. People keep having the idea that you can probably find the magic potion, or the ultimate system for something to work like that, and it just doesn't happen. How many times a day, every single day, you hear something new? If you're on the internet, and you check, you want to get rich quick, just try this system for real estate. People, you try this system and you're gonna get rich in matter of weeks or months. Or if you wanna do marketing or network or something, try this system, do this, do that. Plenty of things out there that tell you that you're gonna be rich like that. It's just all a scheme, guys. If that were true, every single person in the world will be doing that system. Even the people that, if it was something in accounting or something in real estate, even the people that have nothing to do with real estate will buy it and try it, just because it says that it's guaranteed and they see everybody being rich. But that doesn't exist. It just doesn't. You just have to get used to the fact that, you know what, I'm gonna hit the wall several times, plenty of times. But when the time comes that you finally do, that things turn well your way, or they start turning little by little, you're gonna notice that knocking you down, all that pain, all those punches on you, that's when you start noticing why they happen. That's when you start noticing, you know what, I'm dealing better with this. I'm becoming stronger. My mind is not going crazy now. I can keep my focus. My self-communication is better. I think I see things different. I'm becoming more daring. I'm starting to get, to get that boldness that I need to talk to people, or you just start seeing things changing. But there is no other way, guys. Either you decide not to do anything with your life, or go for what you want, for your dreams or goals or purpose, you're gonna suffer. We're all gonna suffer. It's up to you if you're gonna suffer coping or progressing. It's up to you. If you're gonna suffer just getting along with life, kicking you and pushing you down, knocking you down, or hurting because you're becoming a better person, because you're improving every day. So you want to think about that. You have to think very well and say, okay, I'm going to be in pain. That's a fact. I am going to be in pain. Am I going to be in pain because I'm just getting along with life? Or am I going to be in pain because I'm getting better? And believe me, being in pain, going along with life, a lot of you can, watching me, that feeling already. What it's like, how horrible and how perpetual it feels. Just going along every day, just doing enough money to pay the bills, and not getting enough money to go on vacation, stuff like that. It's just horrible. If you're gonna be in pain, might as well be in pain chasing what you want, pursuing your goals. So just think about it. You're gonna be in pain. It's up to you if you're gonna be in pain trying to become a better person, progressing, thriving, or are you gonna be in pain just getting along with it? All right. Okay, guys, I hope it helps. Let me know any suggestions, questions, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.